All right. Hey there, YouTubers. This is Jared from Omnivore Blade Works, February 26, 2024. I'm here to show you, hopefully, what will be a good video about the sheaths system for the Ginunting, and then how it is in the production version of the Ginunting is going to have a hole like this Kodiak sword, which can take either a quick release pin so that it can be secured into its sheath, like so, or a quick release sling swivel, which will be able to, once I get my CNC mill running, I can cut a groove on the inside of this hole, and then it'll actually stay put and be able to have a quick release lanyard for whatever chopping safety purposes you might want to use. So that'll be the standard feature on the Ginunting and on the Kodiak. This is the first Kodiak of its generation, and this is the fourth of four of this prototype model, which is all hand ground. This is hand ground too. And anyway, these are both going out imminently, and just wanted to demonstrate how they work before they leave the premises. So the Kodiak sheath, this is really just, I'll just do another video over that and put it away. You get the gist of it now. And but the plate, the Molly plate adapter, can be, it's basically just like this thing. And for some reason I made one of them with 8 sides and the other one with 6. I need to probably change my mold so that they both have 8 or they both have 6, and that way we have the same orientations. But right now we can these are made for this sheath, so we'll put this away. But you get the idea there too. The point is that you have the ability to run your Miles clips vertically with double security if you wanted to. And this is all set up for the right distances. So we should have 1.5 inches between each row, and then 1.5 inches, 3 inches across. So these are going to be pre-drilled to go vertical or horizontal. So if you're going to carry it on a backpack, you're going to have holes drilled at 90 degrees. So you can just mount it in those two positions. If you wanted to mount it in another position, you'd have to move it to where you want it to. It goes on 45 also. But you want to move it where you've got it, and then drill through the sheath, through the back side of the sheath. And this goes all the way through. So you can do that. And then you'll be able to mount it in whatever angle you want. The sheath itself is configured so that you can draw out the top, which is how it's set up right now, or by using some different spacers on the back of the sheath, and also adding a special handy dandy trigger latch and snipping off one side of this little panel, you'd be able to put one of these guys in here inside of this section, and then you'll be able to it retains it on the bottom of the tang on the guard like this, and then you can just stick your finger in here, pop it out to the side, and come out the front. So that'd be for a behind the back carry type of thing. But this sheath will be configured just like it is, because it's more secure this way and safer. But and I'll just leave these tabs on here so that if in the future the owner wants to change it out and add or switch over to the out the front or edge out first configuration, we can do that without having to make a whole new sheath. But anyway, you get the idea. And probably also going to put a thumb strap to come from over the handle to keep it locked in place. And that's just a matter of a pull the dot snap and a strap. But other than that, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. All the fasteners you see here are stainless steel. The spacers are a combination of 3D printed ABS plastic and rubber fuel hose. And then if we were going to do a lot more production, then we'd probably move back to a micarta spacer, because they are faster to make if you're doing them on the CNC router. Whereas for the small batches, it's nice for me to just be able to push a button on the 3D printer, and a couple hours later I got some spacers to play with. On another note, actually, an interesting thing that I figured out was I can print a mold to make these thermoforming mold, and to prevent the plastic from heating up the mold, I just used some aluminum foil and wrapped it up, and you can see there that it's the imprint of the mold on the aluminum foil, and it worked great. So those of you that are doing thermoforming and need to make a quick mold, think about using ABS. This is from Atomic Filament. It's a carbon fiber reinforced ABS plastic, and it prints nicely for my purposes. And just put some foil on there and you can form plastic without it sticking. Anyway, I guess that's all I have to say about that right now. I don't have a price point fixed on the new Ginuntings because I'm just not at that point yet in production. I got to get my CNC mill back up in action, and I got a lot of other things on my plate before I can do that. But this is it, and the last one I have in house right now. But I like the pattern. I do have more blanks that are already chopped out with the water jet cutter, and I got them in 1095 and in 3V. So in the future they will have the hole up here for the sling swivel lanyard, or the quick release pin on the sheath for locking. And so it's kind of overkill with all the engineering with the sheath system, and ergonomics are outstanding on this grip. I think it looks really nice too, and the option to have the false edge sharpened is there as well. And that's all I have to say about that. It's called the what is it called? The Binturong, after the, what is it? The Philippine bear cat. And then this is called the Ulapong, after the Philippine cobra. So those are the Philippine series of the Predator line from Omnivore Blade Works. All right, thank you for watching, and we'll see you when we get into production. Might be a while.